Today I want to talk honestly about Pi Network, the rumors surrounding it, and the reality behind all the noise online. The future of Pi will never be determined by politics, celebrity mentions, or another round of rumors about a big exchange listing. What will truly decide Pi's destiny is simple: real-world utility, merchant adoption, and an ecosystem that grows because people actually use the currency, not because they expect it to magically make them rich. One of the biggest issues in the crypto space is how quickly truth and misinformation get mixed together. News spreads faster than people can fact-check it, and before you know it, thousands of people are believing something that's completely made up. A lot of Pi users feel frustrated today because the mainnet launch didn't instantly turn everyone into millionaires. And I get that disappointment. But history shows that most successful cryptocurrencies took years, not weeks, to develop value. Pi is still in its early stages, whether people like hearing that or not. What really gives Pi potential isn't the rumors or the excitement around possible future listings. It's the size and dedication of the community behind it. Millions of people believed in the concept early on and stayed committed when most other crypto projects would have collapsed. I've watched countless tokens with better funding and flashier technology fail simply because they didn't have people who cared. Pi has something rare, a global community that truly wants it to succeed. The real question now is whether that community can shift from just mining and waiting, to building, contributing, and using Pi in meaningful ways. That's what keeps me interested enough to continue covering Pi Network. But I'll be honest with you, there's also something that worries me. Every time the Pi community gets caught up chasing external validation from Binance, from Trump, from other exchanges or political figures, it weakens the movement. Every day spent hoping someone else will save the project is a day not spent developing use cases, educating merchants, or strengthening the ecosystem. I've seen this exact cycle for years in the crypto world. Projects that wait for heroes usually fall apart. Projects that build their own path tend to survive. My advice is simple: treat Pi like a long-term experiment. It might succeed in a big way, or it might not. Don't gamble your life around it. Don't quit your job expecting Pi profits to support you. But also don't walk away just because the hype faded. If you believe in the mission, help build it. If you expect easy money without contributing anything, you're not going to get what you're hoping for. I'm sticking around because this journey is fascinating, whether Pi ends up becoming something huge or fades into crypto history as a lesson. I'll keep bringing you honest updates, both the good and the uncomfortable truth, because you deserve that. No hype, no false promises. Just real analysis from someone who genuinely cares about this community and wants to see clarity instead of chaos. If you're still watching, that already puts you ahead of most crypto investors. Many people only pay attention to hype. You're here trying to understand the reality. Stay sharp, stay skeptical, stay informed, but also stay hopeful in a grounded, realistic way. And of course, make decisions that your future self won't regret. Now let's talk about one of the biggest myths spreading online right now. The internet exploded recently with claims that former US President Donald Trump endorsed Pi Network. People were posting screenshots, sharing edited videos, and celebrating as if a major political figure just declared Pi the future of crypto. But here's the part nobody wants to hear: Trump never mentioned Pi Network at all. Not once. The truth behind the rumor comes from something completely different. Binance founder Changpeng Zhao, also known as CZ, was actually the one connected to recent political headlines. And somehow, that got twisted into a Pi endorsement. So let me break down what really happened so there's no confusion. Back in November 2023, CZ pleaded guilty to money laundering charges. The U.S. Justice Department accused Binance of allowing billions of dollars to move through the exchange without proper oversight. Binance got hit with one of the biggest financial penalties in history, $4 billion. CZ personally paid $50 million and stepped down as CEO, facing possible prison time. Then, in October 2025, Donald Trump issued a presidential pardon for CZ. He framed it as a move to support innovation and end what he called the war on crypto. The fine didn't disappear, but CZ's prison sentence did. That was the real headline everyone should have been talking about. Yet somehow, pioneers looking for good news connected Trump's pro-crypto actions to Pi Network even though Pi wasn't part of the story at all. Why did so many people believe the rumor? Because hope is a powerful thing. Pi users have been waiting years for big recognition. They've mined Pi, watched the community grow, and waited for a moment that proves Pi is officially legit. So when Trump's name appeared next to crypto news, people filled in the blanks. Social media took over from there, spreading misinformation at lightning speed. A few fabricated posts turned into thousands, and within hours people treated it like confirmed fact. But let's talk about Pi's real journey instead of the fake headlines. Pi started as a mobile mining project, giving everyday people a chance to participate in crypto without technical barriers. It grew into tens of millions of users worldwide. For years, these were basically IOUs waiting for mainnet. When the mainnet finally launched, those digital promises turned into actual coins. Pi's market cap skyrocketed. It briefly reached the 11th largest cryptocurrency by value. People who mined early suddenly saw huge numbers on their screens. Pi was no longer just an experiment, it proved it had real traction. But after that came the never-ending anticipation of a Binance listing. A Binance poll showed overwhelming support from the public, and many believed a listing announcement was coming on Pi Day. But Pi Day came and went. Months passed. As of late 2025, Pi still isn't listed on Binance. And yes, the frustration is real. Many pioneers started doubting everything. Some assumed something must be wrong behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Trump announced a U.S. strategic crypto reserve earlier in the year. That list included Bitcoin and Ethereum, but not Pi. Still, people began imagining Pi would be added. Again, the community connected dots that weren't actually connected. To understand all this, you also have to look at the political drama surrounding CZ's pardon. Critics claimed the move was influenced by lobbying efforts and business connections tied to Trump's circle. Supporters argued it was about pushing America forward in the crypto race. Either way, none of this had anything to do with Pi Network. So what should you take away from all this? Pi is real. The achievements are real. The challenges are real. But the rumors? The political fantasies? The imagined endorsements? None of those help the project grow. The community needs to shift its focus from waiting for validation to actually building value. That's the truth. And that's what I'll keep bringing you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.